And we're back. And we're going second. So this is a pretty nice hand for the most part. And we're playing against realization. I think we're playing against what's it called? The new deck. God damn, I don't know what it's called. I keep forgetting the names. But they're playing a fiendsmith package, and we have a pretty good hand to stop it. So we have Imperm, and we also have a Nibiru. So you're doing a fiendsmith plays, and we're going to have to Nibiru him before he go into High King Caesar. But I also have an Imperm, so I think I'm gonna wait Imperm and then High King Caesar before the the end phase. So yeah, F note, that's what it's called. I don't know why I was gonna say keynote. I don't know why. But yeah, I think this is when I decided to Nibiru the whole stage, because I knew he was gonna go to a Barone, and then I won't be able to stop anything. So he turned it to level 9, and I'm like, okay, cool. Let's just make sure we don't chain the Imperm to the freaking Nibiru to the Imperm, and he will be able to negate it. So we have to wait a little bit, but then he maxes us in the process. But I think we inevitably stopped his turn. Yeah, so he got rid of his token, which is, I think he thought he could just summon something out, but he had to shuffle it back, and you don't shuffle back tokens. So we end up grabbing grab Martha and Sophia, and use Stella to summon out Sophia, but he imperms it. So I mean Valor it, so we're okay with that. Cause we have Ellis in hand, and Ellis could special summon herself if we have Exosister in hand. But then we end up using the betrayal to summon, and he quits. And we're back, and we're going second again. And this hand is perfect for going second, because we're going first. We've been in a pretty bad place. Yeah, pretty bad. So we didn't wait for the Sharon to go on the field. We could have waited, because if we've got Gamut, we've been cooked. But yeah, we end up doing it early. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, he's doing his tier limit plays. Do not miss this deck, playing against this deck. Pretty trash. I hated this deck. So you're going to Kikelos, and we still don't have anything, like anything. And it feels bad, but instead of letting him plus up a lot, we rather imperm this goddamn Kikelos. And he ended up drawing us in the process. So it kind of sucks. So we're no longer able to get draws off, but we stopped a lot of his plays. So he drew himself too, so he can't really add anything to hand. And he goes into the moon of the closed heaven. And we have Ash in hand, so this also feels really good. I'm not sure if I Ash it or I wait for him to... Yep, I Ash it. At this point, I'm holding in the Nibiru just in case he has something in hand. If he has something in hand, then I'll definitely Nibiru the whole field again. So we held on to it. And we draw nothing. And we use we set Valdez, so this can be something. And we know for the most part they love to pull from the graveyard. So it's a perfect time to use our Valdez. And yep. And we use Irene and Sophia because Irene is a one-of, and we're just gonna get it in the graveyard. And it's such a brick. We just use it just for a target for the most part. And yeah, that's all she wrote. We was definitely going to banish that and then use something to negate something. And we're back, and we're going first. And this is a pretty type of hand. So we start off with Betrayal, and we grab the Martha, and we grab the Sophia, and we pitch the packs. And I think we get draw. Yeah, so good thing that we got the Martha and whatnot beforehand. And we chain packs to it, so I think we grab one of the traps. Yep, we got Returnia. So pretty much we have everything that we possibly can ever need. ever need. So we use that to get the Sophia. He already drawed us, so we couldn't use Sophia effect to draw one. We go into Carmel. And yep, we use Martha. And I think we don't even go into our other one because we can't add nothing to hand. So we just use those as cards on the field. He go for the Queen, and we use Valdez. He maxes us, So then we chain Carmel to it, and then we negate all that. So it pretty much, yeah, kind of cooked them, to be honest. And we summon pretty much 3 times. Nope, I guess 2 times, because the Stella didn't activate because it went before we used Carmel, so it kind of sucks. And I think we used Carmel to stop him from, what is it, maxing us. So we kind of negated the maxing, which feels good. And now Stella is activated, and Ellis is pretty much dead on the field because, yeah, we already used one of the Ellis, so, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We cast Patel, and this pretty much stopped them from activating things in the graveyard. We use Gimbury to negate, and you get Griffin. We use Returnia just to banish it, and then we go into the 4XC, which is Magnifica, which is another banish. He used Dark Contract, we banish that also, and then we go into Magnifica, which is another banish. So it's kind of, Maliss, which is another banish, which is crazy. No, we already did that. And we're back, and we're going second. And this is a decent hand, but it's no interruptions. And I think this is the ability to be able to play through a high King Caesar. And yeah, I love this play. And these are pretty short replays, which kind of feels bad also, but it is what it is. Can't really stop what happens, because after the first turn, this Exosister deck is pretty much a 1 turn, pretty much kill or control. And if you get past the 1 turn, then there's not much like recovery or secondary plays. It plays really slow on the turn 3 or turn 4, unless you already have your board set up. It plays really slow. So you go to Pilgrim Reaper, and I believe this is the duel where yeah, he just do a lot of dumb shit. So he already used Sharon to fuse. So Sharon is already used up. He used Brilliant Fusion, picked the Sharon, or did he use Harvest? Yeah, he used Harvest first, now he used the Sharon. So you got Kit Kalos, and now he has no more fusions. And I don't know what he was trying to do. Yeah, it didn't make any sense, to be honest. So you go for SP Golden Knight, and we're not really afraid of this board. You get rid of Sophia, then use the stream, and even if he banish another fusion monster, which he does, it's already too late because he already fused this turn. So he pretty much lower his chances to like fuse another monster. Then he got Harvest and the other Sharons in the graveyard now. So it's like if he doesn't like pitch that Sharon to the graveyard, then he pretty much cooked. So we use Pax, grab a Martha, use Martha because I think he's gonna go ahead and try to negate something, and he maxes us, so we ash it, of course, because why not? He didn't use anything to negate it, so we ash the maxi so he don't get back in the game. Grab 2, he pitched 3, but it doesn't really matter because yeah, he already got all the fusions in the graveyard, so he had to pitch the Sharon, and he negated the Martha and then flip over the Ellis, and he got the Cashier, the tier limit Cashier in the graveyard, so he could pitch more, but it doesn't really matter because like he has all his fusion in the graveyard. He just shuffled back 1, so that just kind of kills it. So I use Irene. He used SP Golden Knight on the Irene, but it doesn't really matter because we still able to summon the Jaime. Grab a Ellis. We use the Betrayal. Grab Stella and Sophia. Then we pitch to Pax, and I think we go into Maliss. And yeah, he knows the writings on the wall from here. So we grab one and then link a chain to it and then banish to Rukalos. And I believe this is when he quits. Yeah, because we got rid of his boss monster, so what's quote unquote boss monster. And we're back. And we're going second. And this is going to be like one of the longer replays. So we're going against a fusion. I don't know what this deck is. Very, and then magic, lacrima. Yeah, so he's going to do a whole bunch of stuff. And I think, I don't know what this deck does, and I really don't care. I thought it was Witchcrafter, but it's really not. So I use full loss on that effect because it uses something from the extra deck, the deck. I think it said hand or deck, but he used it to summon from the deck. And at this point, I'm like, hey, just do what you can do. Now just use the imperm on my turn to negate what I need to negate. And apparently it's just a hyperlink to Dracotail. And this feels bad because now he's able to look at our hand, and then he pitched to Martha, and then set to and pass. And I'm not sure what's on the board, but we draw into a betrayal, which feels real good, and he used flame on it. Sucks a little bit. And this is my mistake because I should have negated this monster with the imperm, but I didn't. So he flipped that face down, and we set 3 and pass. So that was my mistake. No lie, my mistake. I should have just negated it, and then I would have been able to use the Ellis and then did some plays, but you know, everything happened for a reason. So he goes into his plays again, and I decided to imperm this Sealer. I meant Call by the Graveyard, my bad. Call by the Graveyard, and he put that in attack mode, beat over to Sophia, and then hit us for 800. Whoop-de-doo, right? And yeah, so I have a full loss, and I imperm this preemptively because I don't know what's out on the field, and I decided to make sure I negate it. So I just use Returnia to pretty much activate our stuff with the betrayal, and yeah, we're able to now start cooking with hot grease. So then I get the Maliss to grab another betrayal, use it, draw 2. So I get the Stellar and I get the Martha, and I pitch the full loss because I can't use it. Use Martha, and then I banish the Maliss. Use the Maliss to banish the face down card, which happened to be another, what is it, Dracotail card? Yeah, Dracotail Horn. So then I do that, get the Carmel, and then activate that, and I'm pretty sure it's game over at this point. Yeah. So I set the Returnia back because why not? And then I have 2 betrayals on field, so we can banish card. Well, he don't have to banish the card from his graveyard. And he used the full loss, and I don't want him to get any advantage. So I use the Carmel, and then I'm still able to like fuse into something. Exceed into something. So I think I opted to turn off his graveyard. Yeah, neither player can... What for the graveyard? Neither player can activate from the graveyard, so he can't activate anything from the graveyard. So you go to Regenesis, which I also feel like, come on bro, how many archetypes do you have in one deck, right? So you use Regenesis, and then I banish that, go into a Magnifica because I'd rather have that on the field than not. So then I put that in defense mode, use a Betrayal, he banishes Maxis, and he used Kentu. So it's like, alright bro. You just like linking everything to everything pretty much. So then he realized he can't use anything from the graveyard, and I was an idiot. I clicked the wrong effect. I meant to chain activate to tag out, then to banish, but I clicked only to banish. So that's the only reason why he was able to do this. So that was on me, of course. So he go into this monster to equipped, snatch it, attack for 3100, and then yeah, now it's our turn. So anyway go, I was going to be able to win this turn because I was going to use goddamn Sky Crisis to shuffle it back, but we was able to draw into a Pax, and with Pax we already know this game over. Just got to make sure I do the right thing. So we get maliss, grab another betrayal, use betrayal, and he already know the writings on the wall. I couldn't get Pax because I already used Pax. So yeah, let's go to the deck list. And we're back, and this is the deck list, and I feel like this deck is pretty good. Going first is really good. It just have a hard time breaking boards. So if you can draw into a shifter, then you're pretty much golden, but it's only one shifter, and the rest of the cards is pretty hard to like break boards. And everyone knows how Exosisters work, and since the deck runs so freaking slow that if you're summoning you normal summon like a Ellis or a Stella, they kind of know that you're relying on something else. That's the reason why. Or if you summon a Jaime, like normal summon it as your first normal summon, then they know that you don't have anything else in hand, so they'll get rid of this card immediately. And once they get rid of it, you're kind of like cooked. And 1, 2, both these two cards are like terrible cards to have in hand with no other cards, because normal summon these give you nothing. Ella's pretty much special summon herself with another Exosister. This one allows you to special summon Exosister from hand if you have one. Of course, we know Martha is one of the best, and I think it just need more cards that you could special summon. And this card is pretty good, but you need a card with 800 attack or defense on board. And if you're just normal summoning one of the card out, it kind of like is an indicator like, hey, get rid of that one card they have on field just so you can not play again. And I've seen that happen a few times where I normal summon Ellis, and this is like the worst normal summon in the game. I lie. This is the worst normal summon in the game. But this normal summon Ellis will let you know. Normal summon Ellis or Martha will let you know that you don't got nothing. They're pretty much they know you won't have anything, and then once you do that and you have this in hand, the Jaime, and it's like, okay, well, get rid of Ellis because he's gonna use a Jaime to grab more things out of the extra deck. And if you do that, or if they look at your hand and they see these two cards in your hand, they already know to get rid of this. So that's what kewltunes do a lot. Also, K9s can do the same thing. They can see what's in your hand. So there's a bunch of ways to play around this deck. So yeah. This is the deck list. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see about dropping another video tomorrow, or record another video tomorrow, because I'm not going to the gym. I've been to the gym every day this week, so my back hurts a little bit because, you know, getting old is great, but it sucks on your body. But with that being said, cue the outro.